Joe Siracusa, I want to talk to you about the tariffs. President Donald Trump has essentially isolated China, raising tariffs to 125% while pausing all new tariffs on every other country for 90 days with a lower reciprocal tariff of 10%, essentially rewarding countries for not retaliating. Is China losing the trade war?
No, not yet, because they still have a lot to resist with. Gabriella, we are at war with China. It's an economic war. There are no bullets and there's no smoke, but we're clearly at war. And these tariffs and sanctions and these other kinds of things make diplomacy on the other security issues very, very difficult. I've been arguing for years in the media that these tariffs and sanctions poison the atmosphere for other more important things. And in this sense, it's not helpful. And my problem with President Trump is that his attempt to go after China has involved the entire world. This idea of tariffs and then pauses for 90 days. This may be a very easy thing for him to do, and he can do it because he doesn't have to ask anybody. But it also creates a great deal of uncertainty. It strikes consumer confidence. If I owned a small business, I wouldn't be hiring anybody or restocking anything right now. So anyway, this war with China, trade war with China, is going to have repercussions far and beyond the Chinese issue itself. And I think Trump is putting all of his money that he can get the Chinese to back down. On the other hand, Trump's playing for politics. President Xi Jinping is playing for his life. That Communist Party runs the place, and he doesn't want Trump to destabilize the party. So the Chinese will do what they have to do to fight back on this. And it is, one of the largest economies in the world. It's the second greatest power, so they can give the Americans a lot of stick here. And of course, this tariff war that's ruined people's education funds for their kids, their pensions and the like. This may look really playful and easy to do for politicians, but CEOs who have to worry about the long term, and I'm afraid no one in the Trump White House is thinking long term, is just looking about how to move the Chinese into position. They're dragging everyone along with them. So in that sense, I understand the president's desire to bring the Chinese to heel, but when you got to bring the whole world along in the wake of this fight with China, you're kind of making a mistake here, because you're going to irritate a lot of friends who are normally very sympathetic towards the United States.